What is going on, guys? This is Richie here, back again from the Red Planet Films, bringing you yet another video, and this time it is yet another Blu-ray haul video. The last one that I did seemed to do fairly well, I guess. Got a couple comments, couple likes, couple views. It's pretty good. So I thought I'd give you guys yet another one. If this is something that you guys kind of like, let me know. I know that I'm uploading this on the beginning of April, but this is for all of the Blu-ray films that I got in March. So I know it's just a little bit late. I really didn't want to upload this at like the end of March, but, life happens. So you get a little bit busy, a little bit sidetracked, but it's all well and good. So without further ado, I'm going to get started, and up first, I got this at Best Buy for $11.99. They had a sale, and I got WrestleMania 30 on Blu-ray. I'm a huge wrestling fan. If you know me personally, always loved wrestling. So yeah, no, this just wasn't something that I had on Blu-ray for some reason. When the network kind of came out, I think this was like the first WrestleMania that they showed on there. So I don't know. Ever since the network launched, I haven't really picked up any WWE Blu-rays or DVDs or anything like that. Everything is just so accessible on the network. It's like Netflix, But this one in particular is pretty cool. I got it for a fairly good price. You got the Blu-ray, and it comes in a box. And in said box is a book. It's like a 30-page little book, and it gives you 30 moments for 30 years, which is all very cool, very nice. So you got all these different pictures and everything like that. I know you can't really see it well, but it was pretty cool. I didn't want to pass it up because I have never seen this kind of edition of it, with the Blu-ray. I'll take it out right here with the Blu-ray and then the little book and everything inside. So it's pretty cool. 2-disc and everything like that. So, it has the pay-per-view itself and, the Hall of Fame ceremony and everything like that. So $11.99, couldn't really pass this one up. Pretty good deal. Now, it was at Best Buy. I don't know, if by the time, this video goes up or when you see it or anything like that, if they'll necessarily have that sale still going on. I highly doubt it. But nonetheless, I couldn't pass that one up. Another one is yet another WWE home video, and this is WrestleMania 31. This is one of my favorite WrestleManias. WrestleMania 30 was also a good one. It had its really good moments, and it had one depressing moment in particular. If you're an avid wrestling fan, you would know that The Undertaker lost his WrestleMania streak there from Brock Lesnar. But anyways, WrestleMania 31 was more feel-goodish, especially the ending when Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase against Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the main event, which was a phenomenal moment for sure. It's going to go down in history as a great WrestleMania moment. But yeah, this one I've rewatched numerous times on the network and everything like that. And I've always wanted to pick it up on Blu-ray too. I just like the cover for some reason. The cover I think is pretty cool. How it has Lesnar, Reigns, Cena, Triple H, Sting, Daniel Bryan, and Undertaker. I don't know. I just always found this this cover cool. So I'm pretty glad I got it. It has the Hall of Fame as well and the pay-per-view itself. And I actually opened it up 2 seconds ago. I didn't even know that this was in there. But there's a little trading card on wrestling's biggest racist, Hulk Hogan. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, has the 2 discs and everything like that. And that was also at Best Buy for I think $11.99. So again, you can't pass that up. That's a pretty good price. Up next, I got at Best Buy as well. Best Buy seems to be my new go-to spot now. I will always forever love you, FYE, but they have some pretty cool stuff there too at Best Buy. I got this for $9.99 on Blu-ray. I could not pass this up. I went right after work on, I think it was yesterday. No, it was Thursday. And I saw this. I was just passing by, and then I saw the price tag, and I'm like, is this real? So I grabbed it, and that is Arrow Season 1 on Blu-ray. I'm a huge Green Arrow fan, of course. As you can tell, if you've been subscribed to this channel for quite a while, I made my own fan film with a couple of my good friends. Of course, it went unfinished, but what are you going to do? I love this show. I love Stephen Amell. I love some of the stuff he does outside, with a lot of charitable stuff and everything like that. I even went as far as to buying one of his shirts that he had that went to a charitable organization in Canada for when he had a SummerSlam match a couple of years ago. I just love this show, everything about it. It's pretty cool. I know it has a lot of heavy influence from the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. But you know what? I kind of like this version of Arrow. It's whatever. And then this prompted me to really get into the character and the comic books and everything like that. So kudos to the CW show. It's awesome, as well as their other CW shows. So what the heck. And again, another one at Best Buy. I got Arrow Season 2 on Blu-ray for $9.99 as well. Again, you can't go wrong. Most of these TV series and everything, especially on Blu-ray, they're very pricey. I think The Flash and like Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, they're like $30-$40 a piece. And I'm like, so thankfully, they only had the first 2 seasons that I saw on Blu-ray for $9.99. I didn't see 3 or 4, even though those are kind of a mess. And I'm yet to catch up on season 5. But from what I saw of it, like the first couple episodes, it was pretty cool. But season 1 and 2 were like must-owns. So I'm definitely glad I was able to pick those 2 up on Blu-ray at least. Up next, I think I got this at FYE. I got it for like, I want to say $4 or $5. I forget what the exact price was, but this is Let Me In. Very good film. I don't know. I feel like it was kind of under the radar, although I'm not really particularly sure. This came out like 7 years ago. It came out in 2010 with Chloe Grace Moretz. She's like very little in this movie. But if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it because I didn't really know what it was about. I know that this is an American remake off of a, I do believe it's I know it's a foreign film. I'm pretty sure it's like European or something like that. I'm not really familiar. I don't want to say, maybe French. I don't know. Somebody in the comments section tell me like where was the original from. But yeah, this is a very great remake. I've seen the original foreign film as well, and that was really good. But I felt like this one held up, on its own. It was very well done, very well acted. Cinematography was great. It was very dark, but it was very cool. Again, don't want to spoil it just in case you haven't seen it. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go out of your way to watch it. It used to be on Netflix some odd months, maybe even like a year or 2 ago. I highly doubt it's there anymore. But I mean, FYE for $4 or $5. Can't go wrong, really. It's a great movie. So, up next, I also got I got this at Target for $5. $4.95 rather. Sorry. It's that extra 5 cents. Lawless. Shia LaBeouf and my man crush Tom Hardy. I absolutely love Tom Hardy. Put him in everything. But I've honestly, this is going to bug some people, I'm sure, but I've yet to see this movie. I need to watch it. I might even pop it in tonight. I've wanted to watch it. I heard pretty cool things about it. And I know my friend Jesus, I think he said he saw it. So, I'll take his word on it, and everyone else's that it's a pretty good film. I mean, the lineup, the cast is stellar. It's got Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman. I'm not even going to pronounce that name, but her first name is Mia. Jessica Chastain, who is a total hottie, and Guy Pearce. And who directed this? John Hillcoat. I don't know who you are. If he's a pretty good director, I'm sorry. But, anywho, pretty good price at Target, $4.95, $5. So, if you're looking for that movie, go get it there. It's fairly cheap. Or FYE too. You can find it for like the same price. This next movie I think I got at Best Buy for, I want to say like $12 maybe. I've been putting it off for a couple of months because I just wasn't really satisfied with the price. I didn't really feel like paying that much for it. But 10 Cloverfield Lane. I did do a movie review for it. I will leave the link in the description box down below if you guys are curious to watch it. But I was a huge fan of the original Cloverfield that came out back in 2008. I thought it was a really cool monster film. I know a couple of people didn't like it because it was very shaky cam and everything like that. And it kind of rubbed people the wrong way. It gave a lot of people like headaches and stuff like that. And yeah, some of those shaky cam films can be a little disorienting at times. But from, just a different perspective, if you follow the viral marketing campaign for that film, a lot of movies don't do it nowadays anymore, which is sad. But this movie took viral marketing to like a whole different level. Some of like the websites that they set up and some of the news articles and everything like that. And like if you followed that and then saw some of the stuff in the movie, I'm talking about Cloverfield, the first one, by the way, and be like, oh, that was from that and that was from that. And it was just really cool. And like as a monster film, I thought the monster looked pretty cool as well. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Something about it I just like. And I do like how it kind of ends not so happy, Again, if you haven't seen Cloverfield, which for some reason, if you haven't, like, why? Everyone's seen it at this point. It's like, what, 9 years old? That makes me feel old. But this was a very, very good sequel. Now, this was originally, like, a different film, and it was kind of just something that I do believe... This is one of those movies that gets filmed, and then, like, they don't they have trouble kind of, I guess, finding a studio. I don't really know like the backstory to it, but it was something else. And then they took it and then they made it into a sequel for Cloverfield. So, you know, they doing a couple of different elements, but it's very, very well done. Very well done. John Goodman is just phenomenal. John Gallagher Jr. was good in it too, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Sorry if I'm botching her name. I fell in love with her. Like I knew her from like Final Destination 3 and Scott Pilgrim, but something about her in this movie, I found her so attractive, and like she seems like a pretty cool person, like outside of like, you know, the film industry and everything like that. You know, some interviews that I've seen with her, she seems really cool and like down to earth. But yeah, very, very well done film. It deviates from the first one. It's not POV, you know, shaky camera or anything like that. It's filmed like a regular movie, but it's so intense and so well done. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend you check this out. Very good film. Again, like $11 or $12 at Best Buy. And this next movie I think I got for $9.99 as well at Best Buy. A lot of Best Buy ones here, huh? And that is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I found the first one very well done, and I know it was kind of like a surprise hit for everyone as well. That was with James Franco. This is the sequel. I'm yet to watch this as well, so maybe I'll have myself a little movie marathon tonight, or, you know, for like the rest of the weekend. Even though it is WrestleMania weekend, so that's kind of more important. But, anywho, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I heard good things about it, and then there is another one coming out, War of the Planet of the Apes, I think, and that looks pretty interesting. So I need to check this one out before I go and watch that one, and you can, of course, expect a review for War of the Planet of the Apes. And hopefully, if I remember by then, and if you're watching this by the time that movie comes out, the link, hopefully, will be in the description box down below for the review. So, yeah, whatever. It's kind of weird. You know, it's like talking for future references, and then you, never mind. So, yeah, like $10 at Best Buy. This I got for $13.99 at Target. Pretty good price. I didn't really want to pay too much for this movie because when I saw it in the theater, I wasn't all that impressed with it. I did enjoy it, but I don't know. I've left wanting more, and that is X-Men Apocalypse. For starters, I will say that Apocalypse himself was not as bad as everybody made it seem or made it out to be. You know, when the first set photos came out and, you know, the trailers and everything like that, people just, it didn't seem like people were giving it a chance. Oh man, what is his name? I should know this. Oscar Isaacs, I think it is. Let me try and see, because I don't have the best light right here right now. Yeah, Oscar Isaac. He plays Apocalypse. I thought he did very well. Although there were a couple of scenes where I felt like he could have delivered just a little bit more. It just left a little bit more to be desired, this whole film in general. And the ending sequence, like the final act, a little anticlimactic. And I felt like the Quicksilver scene was just... because it was so cool in... which one was it? Was that Days of Future Past he was in? I forget which... I don't know. The X-Men films and the timelines are so confusing, it just throws you off when you try and remember about it. But yeah, you know, $13.99, couldn't really go wrong. And the cool thing about this Blu-ray is, look at that. It's gray and it has like a little X on it. I don't know. Stupid things like that excite me. I don't know. I'm just a nerd. Who cares? But yeah, not a bad price, you know. I didn't want to really pay anything over like $15 for that movie, to be honest with you, but whatever. And last, and certainly not least, I guess, I got for $16 at Target, and that is Captain America Civil War. All of these freaking Marvel movies, Disney movies too, are so expensive. It's very frustrating. Like, I still have not seen Winter Soldier or Age of Ultron. I want to buy them so I can sit down and watch them. Granted, I've had it spoiled because, you know, the internet and everything like that. And then, you know, when you go and catch these other movies, they, you know, fill you in on the gaps of what happened before. So I don't really care, like, I haven't seen them. But, you know, I would like to buy them, you know, just to have them in my collection. But they're like $30 a piece. And it's like, dude, chill. Like, can you, like, mark them down? Like, I don't want to pay that much for, like, an old movie. You know what I mean? Doctor Strange is fairly priced. It's like $24.99. I have to pick that up. Hopefully I'll do that for the month of April, that Blu-ray haul. But it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. But anyways, yeah, it was $16. It's like the cheapest I've ever seen it. Probably the cheapest I will ever see it. And that kind of reminds me of a couple of years ago, I found The Incredible Hulk, Captain America 1, and Thor, the first one. All three of them at Walmart for like $10 each. Like, this was years ago. And I took them all. Because I knew right then and there I will never see them for those prices again, and I never have. So thankfully I got those are in my collection over on my shelf. But yeah, I saw this in the theater, and it had a lot of impressive scenes, especially in the beginning when they had like super young 80s weird science Robert Downey Jr. That was scary. That must have been like half of their budget. It looked so freaking cool. And then the best scene, of course, is the airport scene. That stole the entire movie. You know, the final act was pretty cool. Sorry for delving into spoilers, but I felt like somebody should have died to make it more impactful. And I heard that they wanted to kill Captain America, and that would have been so cool. That would have followed the comics, but I mean, you know, they didn't have like Bucky take over the mantle or anything like that. And they could have had they could have had Falcon as like Black Captain America. But I don't know, these Marvel movies, they bore me now. You know, they're getting too repetitive and just stale. It's always too happy ending-ish. And that's why I give DC credit, because they're not afraid to kind of try things. Although at the end of Batman vs. Superman, you did see Superman's coffin shake, so it was kind of like a cop-out, even though they killed him. But I don't know, it's just stuff like that. It bothers me about these Marvel movies. It's like, just take more chances. Like, have just to do something different. I mean, they're good for the most part. They have its humor and action and everything like that. And, all of them seem to knock it out of the park. I lately, past like year or two, just been wanting a little bit more from the Marvel movies. But let the hate comments commence from the Marvel fanboys down below. Anywho, that is my Blu-ray haul collection update thing for the month of March. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, please make sure to leave a like. Favorite this video, share with your friends, comment down below. Check the description box. You will find our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram information, as well as our link to our gaming channel, Red Planet Gaming. We are 451 subscribers strong. So if you guys are into gaming, head on over to that channel. We got a lot of content. Check the playlist and everything like that. I'm sure you'll find something that you enjoy. And that's pretty much it. Subscribe to this channel so you can be updated whenever we upload a new movie review or Blu-ray haul, all that good stuff. That's pretty much it. I'm going to find myself a glass of water because I'm thirsty from all this talking. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, so thank you all for tuning in.